So I guess it's my turn. So it's always great to be in my alma mater. I have 2 degrees from this great university and 1 master. I thought I would start with a story. And it's a true story. It's the story of a president of a college in Saskatchewan. It's from SAIT. Not SAIT, sorry, Saskatchewan Polytechnics, okay? Not Alberta, but Saskatchewan. And the president one day was in the cafeteria, and, he likes to have contacts with students. So that day, he met a student that he had not seen yet. And that's normal. As a president, you don't always know all your students. And he asked the students, "Hi, how are you? What's your name? So what do you study?" "Oh, I study environment." "Oh, you study environment?" "Yes, I'm doing a post-grad certificate." "Oh, okay. And, where are you from?" "Oh, I'm from London." You mean London, Ontario?" No, London, UK." "Oh, London, UK, you're here in Saskatchewan Polytechnics?" "Oh, yes, I'm a lawyer." "What? You're a lawyer? You're now studying a 1 year program in environment?" And the student said, "Yes, because I have 4 friends that are also lawyers that are taking programs in different parts of the world in environment, because we want to be the first law firm that specialized in asteroid mining." Okay? So this will be the premise of what I will talk about. So if we don't change, students will change for us. What I mean is that the students are not waiting for us, post-secondary institutions, to do the changes they need. They are going forward. And if we don't move fast enough, the private sector will take on learning. Because teachers need classrooms, but students don't need classrooms. And that's something extremely important. So all that to say is that I was so glad that Leah, you talk about lifelong learning, because if I have one message for you to retain from this panel today, is the importance of lifelong learning. No matter how old you are, it doesn't matter. Because, and I think, Kimberly, you mentioned it earlier, or maybe it was Monica, there used to be a time when you would go elementary, high school, then you would do post-secondary, you would go to work, then you would die. Basically, you would retire before. I forgot the retirement portion. Sorry. But basically, that's the way it was. But that time is over. The average age of our students in the college system is 27. So it's not the 18 years old. People from La Cité were telling me that 10 years ago, it was 9 out of 10 were coming from high school. Now it's the opposite. It's 1 out of 10 that comes from high school. So things are changing. And things are changing very quickly. So lifelong learning is becoming part of the way to live. And if not, we're not ready even to play, because play involves technology. Technology means you need to learn the new way of playing. So Canada is lucky because Canada is one of the highest in the countries for post-secondary attainment. Okay? That's good news. But it's not enough. It's really not enough. Because the fastest growing population right now that grows, demographically speaking, it's Indigenous people and immigrants. 2 problems here. Often, the way we accompany Indigenous students is not also with wraparound services, and that's what is needed. Employers right now in many parts of the country are crying for labor. There are some restaurants, so it doesn't necessarily need a lot of educations prior to that. If you serve in a restaurant, guess what? They have to close restaurants on Grande Allée now. Grande Allée is the main street in Quebec for tourists. They have to close in the middle of the summer 2 nights because there's no staff. And on the other hand, there are people that are still not working. So with respect to immigrants, part of the issue is the non-recognitions of what they have done before. I'm dreaming of the day any student, any learner in this country will go to a post-secondary institution. They won't register to a program before they are assessed on what they know. And then they will be told, okay, if you choose this, if you choose this, if you choose this, this is what you need to complete, not start all over. I think I will share another story because I think it's important for you to hear that story. I have a nephew. My nephew completed his police foundation at La Cité. He wants to go in RCMP, and he is still in the process. So he thought, okay, I've finished. So what I will do, I will do a degree. If he was going to one of the university in town, I won't say which one, he still had to do 3 years. If he went to the other one, he had 2 years to do. Where do you think he chose? So the reasons why I share that with you is that something is wrong with our system right now. It's obstacle to post-secondary education. Another example that I could give you with those obstacles, so I just mentioned the articulation agreement. Right now, every college and every university in this country, if they want articulation agreements with each other, they have to do it one by one. There's nothing at the national level. So it means that one college may have hundreds of articulation agreements. And if you're a student that comes from one that doesn't have yet an articulation agreement, good luck. Something is wrong.
Sorry, what's an articulation?
An articulation agreement, it would be like if you did technical engineering at a college for 3 years, and you would like to do a degree in engineering at the University of Ottawa. So it means that Durham College needs to have a specific articulation agreement for that program, college by college. There's nothing done at the national level. So I think my 5 or 7 minutes are over, but I was just starting. But I'll come back when we have questions, but they are fundamental issues right now in the country. They are good news. They are great things that Canada is doing. But if we are to succeed as a country, because competitiveness is very important, and people have choice. They have choice to go wherever they want in the world. Will they choose Canada if we make it harder for them to get recognized and to have credentials for what they've done, or for workers that already have experience, have knowledge, they just don't have the piece of paper. But with prior learning assessment recognitions, we could do it.
Wow, this is already a fantastic panel. I kind of want to ask questions as opposed to speak, but I'll start by